Talkin Sex Live with Chet and Diane is recorded in front of a live audience. This show is for mature audiences only. Hello, you're Talkin Sex Live with Chet and Diane. How are you doing, Wells?
I'm okay. I've been thinking a lot about quarantine sex.
Yeah?
With somebody else? Or?
Like having sex while quarantined?
Well, I'm thinking about a safe way to have a sexual relationship with a new partner, and I've come up with a theory.
Uh-huh.
What's that? What's the theory there?
Well, I think, obviously you wouldn't be able to have sex very much with this, but I think, if you both got tested on the same day, and you self-quarantined while you waited for the results, and then once you got the results, you could quarantine together for a few days, have a lot of intercourse, go your separate ways, and then 3-4 weeks later repeat the process.
Yeah. So you wouldn't want to live together? It would just be straight up quarantine.
Well, it's kind of like a new partner, so you don't want to put that pressure on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hear you there. So have you tried, is there somebody in mind that you're going to do this quarantine sex with, or?
No, it's an awkward conversation, and there's so many different points. It's like getting different security clearances. You gotta do the call, then you gotta do the social distancing dates, then you gotta do, can I kiss you, and then, so I haven't gotten to the quarantine sex conversation where I talk about my theory.
Right. But is there somebody lined up? Was that the one that you were doing these dates with, or?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm open to it. I would be a little shy discussing that with anybody.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll keep that with you and this hopefully potential lady. It's a lady, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, a little tip, if you don't mind, Wells. You have a yoga mat and some laundry basket back there. So, I mean, if you're doing like a Zoom meeting or something like that with the date, I would just suggest putting up something nice back there, a nice candle, or I don't know.
Oh, I do a virtual background.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's even better.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Speaking of which, do we have somebody on the line? Someone on the old the reader board there, or the old switchboard?
Yeah. Chad says he's done everything sexually. He was wondering if you guys could come and help him come up with any new ideas.
Okay. We're talking sex live with Chet and Diane. Who is this again? Is this?
This is Chad.
Chad. Oh, I'm Chet.
Hey, Chet.
Hey. So, what can we help you with? What seems to be the problem here?
Well, I should give you a little bit of backstory.
Sounds
okay.
Good.
Okay.
I'm a former sex worker. The COVID.
Like a gigolo?
No, more like a hooker. I was very low rent. If hookers could have a value menu, I was that guy.
You're like a bottom bitch almost?
Like a...
Yeah, no, it was more like let's see here. How do I explain this? Like if hookers came with coupons, I was like 99-cent store hooker.
Got it. So was it men or women or?
All of the above. Yes, would be the answer to your question.
All right. Okay. So go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted there.
No worries. Well, I had to prematurely retire because of the COVID. Because the demolition man sex is not a thing yet. No. And
should be.
So I'm getting back into the just dating again. And how do I find excitement? You know what I mean? Because I've done everything and anything under the sun. So that's my struggle. I mean, you can give me the wildest shit, and I'll be like, I've done it twice. Fucking. So and I was like, maybe I should talk to the professionals here. That's why I'm calling it.
Got it. Yeah. No, I guess we should just kind of narrow down what. So basically, you can't get aroused anymore. Is that what it is, or is it like nothing turns you on? You've done it all, so you're just kind of just
Yeah,
womp womp.
I'm just bored.
I got
Like
it.
it's like even if I get an erection, it's just like, well, this is. It's like a really shitty movie. It's like a Michael Bay film. You know, like I mean, there might be an explosion, but no substance.
Okay, so wait, so you can get off? Is it things that you can't get off, or you can't get
Oh
off?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can get off just by just mentally, just like Kinsey. Like I
Uh-huh.
mean, it's, you know, but like I just want to feel like that passion again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That just like blowing my mind, sex, and it's just gone.
Okay, so you're mainly what you're trying to do is find some type of connection with somebody. It's not so much sexual that you, because since you're able to like orgasm and
I
whatnot.
mean, maybe that might help. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's not bad. That's not a bad idea. Because, but like, cause like for instance, I went to a Sex Addicts Anonymous thing, and was hoping to find some like good ideas, some creativity, and like everybody just had stories. I'm like, I've done that, I've done that, I've done
Mm-hmm.
that, I've done that. Like I did that twice last week. I had to pay my phone bill, and and like so I'm just like, what do I do? Like, will I
Got it.
ever? How can I find the passion again? How can I find that fire?
Well, I guess it's more about just finding the right person.
Yeah. Sex is always better with somebody you love.
Yeah. Have you had sex with somebody that you're in love with, or has it all just been for pay?
It's been mostly for pay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Um,
if they paid extra, I would fall in love with them.
Right. Yeah.
But that was
mhm.
extra.
I would say just go back to basics. Do the old fashioned way of just trying to
Like
date.
missionary.
Well, no, not even having sex.
Oh,
Just trying to meet a girl or guy, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And find that just start dating and not even
Don't have sex for at least a month.
yeah, not even have sex on the table.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this seems kind of ironic coming from
I
us when
know.
we like to promote healthy sexual relations as
like
much as possible. But for in your instance, I feel that you've had sex too much and you become desensitized. So just pull back a little bit.
so. But I mean, pull back. Like what's that? How do I do that?
Well,
Is that like a position? I've never heard of that. That's
Well,
fantastic.
it's not so much pulling out.
Mm-mm.
It's
Oh,
more of just dialing it down a little bit. You're running at like a 15 on a scale of 1 to 10 on the old sexual relations meter, but dial it down to like a 5 or 8 and then work your
so
way up.
so do I have to become like Christian?
No, not at
No.
all. I mean, you can still
Oh,
be Christian and have sex.
oh,
It's just what you believe in. But Wells has done the dating thing for a while. Wells, do you have any input at all? Would you like to say a few things about how to go about doing the starting off and dating?
In terms of trying to make the sex enjoyable again, or
Or
just
mm,
just what's step one when dating? What some maybe some of the apps that you're on, or
yeah, so you go on an app like Hinge or Bumble, and you match with someone. You say hi, how are you? You find some common interests or hobbies, and then eventually you say, I think that you're delightful and very pretty, and maybe you'd like to have a social distancing date with me. Maybe if you want.
how do
yeah.
you do that?
How do you what?
So, social distancing, like so.
Well, you're both in masks and you're 6 feet apart and you're outside.
And you don't touch each other.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
So you,
Uh,
you just stare at each other all day?
Well, you talk, you converse with them, you get to know them better.
yeah. Like go back to square one, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just take things slow. So
Okay.
I mean, that might sound just like appalling or
Mm-hmm.
just mind blowing. Like, how do I even start with that? But
You're blowing my mind here, Chet.
exactly. But
But
I feel once you make that connection with that person, you'll hopefully fall in love, or if you have sex with them when you actually have some type of feeling toward them, even if you're just like really like this person and you're not quite sure if it is love at all. And hopefully, the sex will be just a lot more enjoyable. Then you can start getting into the things that turned you on a lot, whatever those things are, and then maybe they'll become more and more passionate, more enjoyable than what they were before.
So I have to pay this person, is what you're saying.
No.
I have to be...
No.
Just, I mean, I'm sure some people won't like the whole I was a sex worker, I was a bottom bitch whore. So, I mean, maybe not bring that up on the first date. Maybe wait a few dates before.
Third date?
Maybe if you're open, that's a touchy subject of when to bring that up. I mean, I always say honesty is the best policy. You don't want to keep anything from your partners. So it's if you want to go ahead and bring that up. I mean, it's not necessarily don't lie to her. Just, you don't expose everything about yourself on the first date. You introduce things as time goes on, once they get to know you. Because when you're first meeting with that girl, they're going to say, like, it's about first appearances, and if you come out with I'm a sex worker, but I'm trying to get back into dating again, they're going to be like, well, how many STIs does this guy have? Or what kind of freaky stuff is this guy? You have 7?
Yeah.
That seems about right. Yeah. Can you name all 7 of them, please? I don't know if you know.
Let's see here. Gonorrhea, syphilis. Let's see here. There was LPV.
LPV. I don't know about HPV. I've heard of, but I guess that's low papillomavirus. But
it's very low dosage. It's very low.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's you barely notice it.
Yeah.
Barely notice it. You live with it just fine. It's like smoking a cigarette. You can go on your day. There was ABD. BBC. ABC. No C. No. Luckily, I didn't get the C. I thought I did.
And Boys to Men as well.
Dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
But and like ABD really hurt my rates. I got to tell you.
I understand. You don't have to name them all. I'm sorry. I was just being.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's all right. So. Definitely you got to be open with, especially the ones that you do have right now. And it, also there's a lot of different types of these apps out there. There's apps for threesomes. There's apps for people who are in BDSM. These sites where you can match, like into like polyamorism, and just there's a lot of stuff out there. Just do some searching online. Try and find what works best for you. And hopefully that'll solve your problem.
Well, thank you very much. You gave me a lot to think about and chew on. So I do appreciate that.
All right. Well, have a good night there, Chad. We appreciate you calling in. Stay safe.
You too.
Do you feel that we gave the right advice there, Wells? I mean, it's been a while since either one of us has dated, but it just seems like it was kind of right on par, don't you think?
I think so.
Yeah.
Getting back to the basics, not being sexually aggressive. I think he meant LGB as his STD.
What is LGB? I don't think we've heard of that one.
Gay and lesbian? No, that's something different.
Yeah, lesbian, gay, bisexual.
Lymphogranuloma venerarium.
Oh, wow. Well, that's something...
They call it chlamydia's stepsister.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. So instead of the clap, it's the clop? Oh, maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. So it looks like the next person calling in is a Susan.
Okay.
She's been quarantined with her husband for the last 4 months, and they haven't had any sex, and she said she's tried everything to make that happen.
Got it. Wow. Okay. Well, hopefully we can post her through pretty easy here. Hi, you're Talking Sex Live with Chet and Diane. I'm Chet.
I'm Diane.
Hi, Chet and Diane. I am first of all, I'm such a huge fan.
Mm-hmm. Hey, thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. And we're a big fan of you, by the way.
And you don't know me.
I don't know.
That's so sweet.
We're happy that anybody calls into this show, you know. So it's anyone who listens is a fan and fan of ours. So.
Well, I'm desperate, and my best friend actually is the one who introduced me to you guys, and I've tried everything. And my husband and we haven't had sex in 6 months, and I thought for sure that with this quarantine, we would, of course, be getting it on every day. I mean, we have no children.
We have, yeah.
You know,
Oh, okay.
and I've tried everything, and I don't know what to do.
6 months.
Wow, that's a long time. That's like not even in a relationship anymore.
Are you
Oh my
initiating?
God.
Is he initiating? I guess not. Nobody's initiating.
No. And
Okay.
I mean, I tell you, like, I've tried one night, we've gotten really drunk, and then he just passes out. Another night we get really high, passes out.
That makes sense.
I've had toys delivered via Amazon as surprises, you know? Maybe, you know, hey honey, look I got you a gift. Nothing.
Wow.
Huh. He might be going through some kind of depression, possibly.
Yeah. Do you think with the whole pandemic that his anxiety does he have a lot of anxiety at all, or is he causing himself to become depressed? Because usually that will kill libido very easily. So.
You know, I thought that in the beginning. I really did. But then, you know, he's been doing things still, you know, like he has Zoom meetings with his friends. He sees his friends all the time. He has social distance hikes with his buddies. Like, he's doing other things, and he honestly seems happy, except for when I want to have some sex.
Wow. Okay. I'm sorry about that. What are some things that you've tried to do to turn them on? You said the sex toys, but I mean, have you like tried lingerie or?
Oh my gosh! The amount of lingerie that I have bought, it's literally every day I'm getting a delivery from somewhere. You know, I don't know what to do. Like I have just straddled him.
Okay.
Hoping that he would just, you know,
Nothing.
have an erection and let's get going. Like I don't know what to do. He won't even touch my breast. We don't make out. I've tried, and he just kind of like turns away. And he's not mean to me, like during the day, you know, and stuff. Like overall, he's cordial. And I'm scared. We've been married for 2 years.
Okay. Oh, 2 years. Only 2 years.
Well, I mean. Well, you know, what Diane says something to me when I'm not in the mood, and it's funny, but that's just what we do.
Yeah.
Do you want to say it?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, penis. I'm gonna go like this, and if you get in my mouth, that's your own problem.
Yeah, that's right. So, I don't know. Blowjobs are great. Whenever I'm not in the mood, Diane just pulls it out and puts it in her mouth, no matter how flaccid it is, and then before you know it, it's hard, and before you know it, we're having sex. It's just, oral's great. So, I don't know if have you.
What?
This is Diane's category here. Everything that I say just makes me look like a creep.
Little bit. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
No. I appreciate the advice. I mean, I have to be honest. I need to be maybe more aggressive with him.
Yeah. I would
you know,
do that.
and blowjobs aren't necessarily my thing.
Well,
but
you know, you can have
gonna have to be
Pamela Henderson and her 5 sisters. That works too every now and then when I don't feel like going down there.
Diane gives good hand jobs, and I'm very thankful.
They don't
for
complain either. At least he doesn't.
I don't. Who else?
I mean, you know what I mean.
I
meant men don't complain.
Men don't complain. Got it.
About
I don't complain.
Not that there's only you.
Yeah, there's good, and then the females don't complain either.
There you go. From hand jobs,
from her hand jobs,
Mm-hmm.
but just if you're not into it, it can be a little evasive. It can be a little not your thing. But I would suggest just try to stimulate him some.
And see what happens.
Yeah, because obviously
just be assertive. Be like a dude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is brilliant. That is brilliant. Be like a dude.
Be like a dude. Just
Yep, just claim that power.
Have you ever not so much BDSM, but just be dominant? Just be like, come here and put your head between my legs, or just say some dominating like words to him, like pull down your pants. I want to put your dick in my mouth, something like that. Do you do anything like that? Have you said something? Just dominate them. Just like bend over. I'm gonna slap your ass. Something.
No, but. Now that you're saying it, I think I should try.
Yeah.
I've always been too shy, but that, maybe that's what he needs.
Here.
What was that?
Can I jump in here for a sec, Chet, Diane?
Sure.
I think you should maybe start with the blowjob before the BDSM.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying,
what I was saying before.
Not so much BDSM, like put on like leathers and have a zipper mouth.
He just meant be assertive.
Just be assertive and be dominant. It's bondage, dominance, pseudomasochism. So the D part of it.
Just being a dominant.
Yeah, just being a dominant. Be the dom.
Or a servant.
Yeah. So if you just say what you want, and men like that, because especially if you've always been the more passive one, if you've been more submissive, then it's like it clicks in their head. It's like, what is it? This girl is doing this thing to me, and that's just a huge turn on. Like it's like he'll like hopefully he'll want to just jump your bones when you start doing that stuff. So sometimes Diane and I we'll take turns, or we'll play rock paper scissors, or we'll roll some die on who's going to be the dom and who's going to be the other one. Sorry, this is getting to my head here, but water. Yeah. So sorry, what was that, Wells?
It's the dom and the sub.
The sub.
Yeah. SUB.
Yeah.
Submissive.
Okay. Submissive. There you go. Sorry.
What did you say?
I thought you were playing on like the old the student substitute teacher. That's what we've done before, and so we did that like a month ago, and it was great. But anyway, so I don't say go that far.
No, just start off with a good blowjob.
Good old blowjob, or just something that's like, get over here, take off your pants, just something like that. I don't know. Just say like, I'm gonna put your dick in its place. That place.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I've done that before.
Yep. What was the line, Diane?
Put the dick in its place.
And what place is that?
Yep.
And that place is.
Don't tell me what to do.
All right, never mind. Well, hopefully, Susan, does that help you out at all, or?
It does, like I've just always been afraid to be a bitch to him because his ex-wife was a complete bitch. So I've always tried to be the sweet wife to him, but there is, I think that there's that side of me too that can come out.
Okay, so how long was he with his ex-wife? There's like guys like that, they stick with someone for a long time because they secretly like it, even though they don't. So just not try and be a bitch, but just sexually be a bitch in the bedroom and see what happens.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's the right attitude. All right, well, Susan, I hope we helped you out there, and check back in with us. Hopefully things are better in the future.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Have a good night.
You too.
Thanks.
Good night.
Wow. Okay. Wells, thanks for the advice there. I don't know why I couldn't remember submissive and dominant. It was just...
it's been very hot out today.
It has been like a triple digits at our place here. So, the alcohol really just kind of gets right to me. But have you ever done any BDSM, or are you into being dominated there, Wells? Ever fantasy? No.
not into being dominant. I was with a girl once who said that she liked having a leash around her and having like her head gently pulled back during intercourse, but I didn't date her long enough to experience that.
Yeah. The choking thing can be a little strange. Like if and some girls are into it, and it's just like you don't. Like for me, I don't feel right physically harming someone, and it just scares me. Diane's not into it. I'm not into it. So we got that agreement here, but you know, every once in a while, it's called impact, a little slap on the ass. Some people are into more than just a slap on the ass, some leather, some gentle cat o' nine tails, belt, something like that.
We get the idea.
Yeah, everybody gets the idea. So, and sometimes it goes both ways with the guys and the girls. It's just, you know, you gotta find your own niche there. Sorry, what was that there, Wells?
I was just agreeing with you.
Oh, good.
Safe, sane, and consensual.
Yeah, safe, sane, and consensual. That's all we gotta. That's our motto, man. So do we? Anybody else lighten up the old call boards there tonight?
We have
one more caller.
Okay.
His name is Dante Mitt, and he just says his penis has lost its oomph, and he needs help.
Lost his oomph, huh? All right. Well, hopefully you can get hooked up.
Hello?
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Is this Dante?
Yes, Dante Mitt. How you doing? Calling from New York.
Oh, wow. Well, we're chatting live we're talking sex live with Chet and Diane. I'm Chet.
I'm Diane.
Big fan. Big fan of you guys.
Thank you.
Check in and I watch your show. I'm a big fan. I might need you guys.
Okay, yeah. Let's. Well, what can we do for you tonight? What type
We're
of question
talking couple advice. You guys are a couple, right?
Oh yeah, we're married,
right?
happily married, and have sex every day. So most days, multiple times a day. That's just how we keep things alive for us.
I'm so jealous. I've been married. Just turned 40. I've been married since with my wife since it's almost 22 years. We were 18 years old.
Okay, well, congratulations. That's fabulous.
Yeah, she was my third, and not my last, but she was my third. And we've been having sex good. I mean, she says da da. That's big in Polynesian and Chinese.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
I've been satisfying her for many, many years, and all of a sudden I turned 40 years old, and my penis is a rotten banana. It's as hard as it gets.
Is it as hard as a banana?
A banana?
A rotten banana, guys. A rotten banana.
A little squishy.
So you're having a little problems with getting hard.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm
getting.
There's pills for that. I mean, have you gone to like a doctor for erectile dysfunction or?
I have. I do not have ED.
Okay.
I tried a couple different steroids that they gave me, and nothing works. So she's not satisfied anymore. I don't know what it is. My penis does not get fully erect.
So you're saying you don't have ED?
But you...
I don't have erectile dysfunction. It gets erect. Okay.
Oh, it does. It's just not a very hard erection, is what you're trying to say.
Yes, it's not. That's why I use the analogy as a rotten banana.
Got
it's still got a little girth. It's got a little girth.
Got it. It stands up, but it doesn't.
It's not like
it's not hard.
Old days.
Can you put
it's
like
not
a towel?
Hard.
Can you put a towel around it or a hat?
Can you hang a hat on it?
Can you hang a hat?
Ooh, depending on not a helmet for sure, but probably
a hat. Okay.
Probably
like a yarmulke or something.
I could probably hang a hat on
Maybe
it. No, I could probably hang like a baseball cap on it for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's not bad. It's just
pretty good.
When you flick it, it's a little mushy. It's not a full on thud,
not
right?
Rock hard.
It's not. Okay, let me just say this. So I'm inside her. Okay.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
I'm inside her. Everything's going good. It takes me probably triple the time to get her to come than it used to. You know, I used to be able to stick it right in there, jam it a couple times, and then she's good to go and she's happy. Now it's like we do it. She gets all sore, bruised, and I don't even come sometimes.
Huh.
Oh.
Okay. So your question is how are you supposed to please her and yourself with your somewhat soft erection?
Is
that
there
what your question is?
Yeah, I was just wondering if there's any thing. You guys are sexual health, so I was wondering if there's anything maybe off the market, something maybe in your kitchen, something that can just spice up your penis.
Goatweed can help put a little perk in your pecker.
Really?
Horny goat weed. It's a little
Really?
It's an herb.
It's known to boost libido in males.
I mean, there's other type of aphrodisiacs. You can try oysters. But I mean,
Oysters.
It might just say. I mean, of course, good old ED was with the Viagra was found from people who've had heart medication. It was originally for treating cholesterol. It was just a byproduct. It was having an erection, and because people who have a lot of blood clotting and whatnot, they can't get enough blood to your boner there. So I would suggest trying to get on some type of blood thinning or doing some more exercise if you want to go that route.
What about Nugenics or one of those Total T? Does that stuff work? You know, the guy with the baseball player he's on TV a lot. They sell that that thing that vitalizes your penis and it's called Nugenics or
I'm not familiar.
Ageless male. Do you think it's because I'm 40 years old that my penis? Or do you think I just don't like this girl anymore?
Well, I mean, 40's not that old. So if it's more
of older men, and that's
just.
But I've been with her forever. You guys have been together a long time. Yeah. I've been with her forever.
So you got to look more about how are you pleasing your partner. So I mean, there's some times where, I know what Diane likes, and so if I'm not pleasing her, then I go to my go-tos. So, I mean, have you tried? You can, believe it or not, while your penis is inside of her, you can also put a finger in with your penis inside of her vagina. And if you don't need to jam it in, but just gently rub it around, especially if you're going from behind doggy style. You can just rub the very outside of it, or just barely inside. Or if she's into some anal play, you can lube it up a little bit and just play with her anus a little bit. That seems to drive her crazy.
Maybe I'll try it. She doesn't like ass play. But here's the thing,
it's not for everybody.
You know what she's into? I'll tell you what she's into these days. She's into my penis for 2 minutes, and then she takes it out, and before you know it, there's a hockey stick in there, golf clubs, anything
she just
but
likes
my
different
penis.
Stuff. That makes sense. Well, I mean, they do make sleeves for your penis. It's basically a strap-on for men that goes right over your dick, and then you put that on, and then you can put it in her, and it's just like a giant dildo that goes over your own penis. I haven't really tried it, so I don't know how good it would feel for you. But it's something it's there. You can also just do oral. When Diane and I have sex, 80% of the time is just oral. I would say 20% is actual penetration. It's good to good foreplay. It's good to finish up. It help for us, since we have sex so often. It makes it so that neither one of us are getting sore. We're spending so much time in the bedroom that when you do a lot of oral, it's not putting a lot of impact or stress on the genitals. It's a very gentle touch. And so when you only spend about 20% of the time actual penetrating, you can have more sex. So that's just our little philosophy there. So try going down on her to arouse her, and then once she's close to climax, go ahead and put it in, and maybe at the same time she can either stroke you or put it in her mouth, and then you can put it in, that sort of thing. It's finding a good rhythm, a good ebb and flow there.
Okay. Oh man, you know what? Can I write you guys? The thing is, I think you hit on something you just hit a nerve there. I do. I just jam it in there. There's no foreplay. Maybe I got to start doing some foreplay.
Definitely.
After 18, you guys got to understand, almost 20 years of marriage, I just stick that thing in. It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway at this point, too. It's not even tight.
No,
We'll have her do Kegels.
Kegels. That there is some vaginoplasties. I wouldn't recommend that. There's a lot of stuff that you can do. There's actually Kegel kits that have different sizes of they're basically like little balls that you can put inside the vagina, and you can the female can flex her vaginal muscles, and that can strengthen that.
I'll tell her.
Yeah, but I would highly recommend.
She needs to tighten that, because she needs to tighten that vagina.
So I know that's good for you, but here's the thing: is you don't tell her that.
You got to find a way to.
You got to find a way. It's like, hey, sex might be more pleasurable for you and for me if you try
work out your vagina.
They're Kegels. So
it's good for her to do too.
Yeah. It's also Kegels will also help her bladder, so she. Older when she gets off. Incontinence later in life is a big problem, but if you have strong Kegel muscles, you will be able to hold in your urine, so you don't have to wear the pins, basically. So that's a good selling point right there. Instead of saying, hey, it's like throwing a hot dog down a tunnel there. She's not gonna like that. But or if you can please her on daily or weekly basis by just going down on her.
Get her done first.
They're telling me to eat you out, honey. They're telling me to eat you out.
I didn't know she was here.
Oh. She's in the bedroom. She's in the bedroom.
Oh, she's just listening to you.
I'm going to come in there and I'm going to chow that box, baby.
Oh,
Get
good.
ready.
I'm glad.
Get ready.
There you go. That's the right attitude.
There we go.
I'll tell you right now, my penis better be harder. I'm calling you guys back.
All right. Well, you know what? For me, when I pleasure Diane, I find that I get more aroused. And so when I see her orgasming, I see her getting pleasure from me, that makes me aroused. So maybe that will help you as well. Maybe actually going down on her and seeing her climax will get you a stronger and harder erection. So give that a shot.
He's saying my dick is going to be hard then. Once I eat you out, my dick will be good. Okay, guys. Thank you.
Hey, thank
you very much.
Thanks for calling in. Good luck. Stay safe out there, my friend.
Okay, take care of yourself. This better work.
Yeah, have a good night, man.
Good luck.
Thank you. Eat your pussy.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay. What was that, Wells?
That was a journey.
Yeah, it took a long time to get that through to him.
It was.
But I think
being married that long and not doing that ever.
Yeah, for the first time after 22 years of and just never going down. That's pretty impressive. I mean, I guess not sad more than anything else. I mean, I'm just surprised. It's not I'm not impressed. It's just more of
I was wondering, how would you have that conversation if you felt like your partner's vagina had become too loose and you wanted them to do the Kegel exercises?
Yeah, I feel it would be more about like the approach that we were discussing there is just this like, hey, I don't know, how would we go about that to introduce that? The introducing part's the hardest part. It's just like, I don't know, maybe be like, hey, I found this kid, or I was watching Dr. Oz or Dr. Drew, some stupid bullshit doctor show. We're saying that, doing these exercises later on in life will help with incontinence, and then also it improves your sex life. Hey, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that would help. Do you want to try this out or something like that? I can get on Amazon and buy them or something like that. So, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, are you thinking about getting some Kegel kits there, Wells?
Kegel kits? No.
No, there's male Kegels, but it's not nearly as intense.
Well, yeah, my dad taught me how to do those when I was a kid because he didn't want me to have prostate problems.
Oh, good. Pelvic flooring. Yeah, that's a big problem with the men. Do you milk regularly?
Milk?
Yeah, do you milk your prostate?
masturbation?
No,
a finger in the anus.
It's prostate milking. You go in and you rub the prostate, and it basically it's kind of like what it sounds like. It milks, and then you orgasm and you shoot a very, very liquidy discharge.
Wait, so I put my finger in my anus?
Or I mean, somebody or you, or I mean, there's special actual. They're just specialists who do this. It's not. Sometimes it's not sexual. It's more medical than anything else. It helps prevent prostate cancer in the future. So.
Well, I learned something.
There you go. Yeah. I think that's a good place to end it right there. So, everyone out there, go ahead and hope you stay safe, stay sane, practice safe sex, and be sex positive. Yeah, well, thank you so much, Wells. Have a good night. Have a good night, everybody.
Night.